Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or this one we're gonna go with an oldie but goodie. How about we go back to one of the originators, Bobby and Whitney. Y'all know we seen that movie Whitney, so they inspire me. It's something about that. We need to define these types of love: that aggressive, passionate, not productive. All the above love, right? Like, it's something about that passion Bobby and Whitney had was a trip. Even, we're going to talk about the documentary, right? But it was something even interesting to see the idea of perception is reality, right? Because I think a few years back, people have been like, is Bobby the crazy one? He did this, he pushed drugs, blah, blah, blah. But even watching this documentary and through stuff that came out lately, Whitney wanted to be fucked with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying Bobby is a innocent, bystander in all of this. But I think when both those energies combined,
it was a cataclysm of...
It wasn't Bible study. It wasn't the end point of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the energies fed off each other. And I think Whitney had a lot more presence and fire than most folks gave her, right? Folks forget where she came from, Newark, Jersey, right? The hood in Jersey. And don't get me wrong, Bobby from Boston, but still, I still don't believe it's that many black people in Boston.
It's not. We was in white-ass New England for years.
He was in Roxbury.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I know it got its rough parts, right? But when we talking about the epitome and one of the birthplaces of black culture, I do not think of anything in Massachusetts, right? So I think just Whitney being from Newark, that's a different type of black. Compared to Bobby, at least he was around multicultural black. I don't think Whitney got exposed to none of that.
To niggas.
She was just exposed to niggas. Bobby had niggas, Negroes, Africans, Haitians, Afrikanks, Islanders, Island Knots, all of those. What? compared to when you just exposed to niggas, that's a different upbringing, a different swivel.
It is.
They had two different swivels. And, it was just interesting. I'm sure we'll talk about that later. You got anything about Bobby and Whitney?
I love they love because I just go back to being Bobby Brown.
And when one of the greatest shows
Whitney
ever.
Whitney Houston was constipated and Bobby Brown went up in that booty.
Was that on the show or is that a rumor? Is that like myth? Is that urban legend that we made up as a black community?
No.
Or is that a real thing?
Being Bobby Brown, Whitney was constipated, Bobby went up in there. I'm about to go on YouTube and see if I can find it.
Oh my goodness. Like I know what you're talking about, but I just can't separate if it was urban legend or if I was there on watching it live TV when it happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I can imagine if you watched that live, that had to be iconic. Not iconic.
Yeah.
To see that actually go down. Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 161.
Ooh, 161, y'all. And it's Shout Out Friday.
You missed us?
I know. I missed y'all, right? It's good to be back.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on podcast and on Stitcher.
Yeah.
Follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters, and that's Black with no K. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Like, I don't know. Like, it's good to be back. Like, first of all, I know we only been gone for a few.
Right.
About a week? I don't know.
We've been gone 2 days.
It's only been 2 days. It feels weird.
And a Wednesday show.
Because we've been doing it for so long, right? So when you don't do it, it feels like it's a gap. So it's good to be back. I think I definitely need the routine back in my life and the outlet. We use it as our therapy session. So, I haven't had the therapy session. So I think it's good to be back. But overall, I got to be honest and transparent with you. Like, I'm tired, though. Like, I'm tired all around, right? So I think I'm physically tired, I'm emotionally tired, I'm mentally tired, like I'm spiritually tired, like I'm really, really tired. And I need to figure out how to get some restoration. Is that it? I don't know. What's the word? Like the energy back. I need to find out how do I get my rest, right? Because when you emotionally tired or spiritually tired, just taking a nap ain't gonna do it, right? If anything, I think sometimes that exacerbates it when you're like, oh, I'm just tired, and not just physical, and you just go to sleep. That just procrastinates it a little bit. So I guess that comes to just making some decisions and, standing firm and then moving forward with it. I think I need to do some self-care, but I think it's beyond like face masks and stuff. Like, I think I was listening to the Friendstone this week and they were asking, like, when you get in situations when you feel anxiety or panic, what do you do? And I don't know what I do.
Clam up.
You think what do you mean clam up?
You hold all your stress in your body that your body just reacts against you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, acne,
Yeah.
Neck pains, back pains. You know you hide all your stress in your neck and your back.
Yeah, my neck,
and that'd
back,
be
and face,
the
yeah.
first thing that go out.
Yeah, so I need to figure out, like, I think, well, y'all know, hey friend, and I say enough Hayes. She the GOAT. I need her to come on out with her own wellness line and quit playing so we can give her some money. But they were saying things like, remember I was saying I wanted to get a weighted blanket? Mm-hmm. She was talking about this thing like weighted, it's like corn bats, literally corn, CORN, with kernels of corn in it, like wrapped in fabric, and you can like heat it or add. Put it in the refrigerator or in the freezer, make it cold, and like put it on you. But she uses it like when she feels anxiety coming on, and put it like across her feet as a weight. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I guess she gets like the restless foot when your foot start to shake. Mm-hmm. And just because of that little extra weight, your body's just not going to do it because it can't lift it, right? Because you got to physically or mentally be aware to do that, so it stops that. So I'm like, I need to think about some other shit, right? I need to get me a weighted blanket and this shit. I need to be like them dolls on that commercial. I need one of them vests. Y'all seen the vest when the dolls be like freaking out and they put the vest on and they start smiling? I need some shit like that. I'm like, shit, where my human vests? And then also one of her tricks was like she has like this chain or what pearls, and she like just starts counting each of the pearls and like taking a deep breath. Like I need more stuff like that in the moment. Yeah. To move forward like that, because I know the question they even asked was, how do you handle, stress or anxiety or panic when you're in public? And like I've had it before, but the thing is I don't even allow myself to do it. Like I almost like physically snap myself out of it. Like I'll pinch, but like just to push through it, right? But we talk about again pain and trauma that we have to go through as African Americans. Like why do we put ourselves through that? And I think I just need to be a little bit more aware of how to do it. How do you handle it when you feel it? What are some things you do? Oh, another one they said was like pillow formation, and I totally agree with that. Like they encapsulate themselves in pillows in the bed. Mm-hmm. I am so a pillow person. I don't even sleep on them all, but I have them all around my body. I like one right behind my back. I like one usually between my legs, and then I use like a night mask. Like I like them like over me. Like I like the pressure on my back almost. What were you gonna say, Nero? Like I like even sometimes when you lean on me. I don't know if you notice that. Mm-hmm. Where I'll get under you, where like some of your body weight. Maybe it's that weighted stuff again.
Yeah, because you be like, you just went dead weight on. I said, well, how you get under there?
What?
How you get up under my shoulder?
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, what's some stuff you do?
I play video games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Playing video games takes my mind, especially when it's something hard like Zelda. Zelda, I got to think about the shit I'm trying to do. The new Donkey Kong came out. Mm-hmm. So I've been playing that too. Like that's what I do for stress. I run.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like I know things are off when I don't have physical activity in my life, because physical activity for me helps out with the stress and the woes of regular everyday shit in life, like just the fucked up shit. So I try to do that early in the morning or whatever. Other than that, like if I'm in public, I sing to myself.
What? I don't even think I even knew that. What do you mean?
Like sometimes you've seen it, like because sometimes you be like, "What you saying?" I was like, sometimes I just hum to myself.
Oh,
like you see my like sometimes like when I read, I like hum the words.
Yeah,
or like me reading.
Yeah.
But other times I just sing. I just hum to myself. Like I just you think I'm talking to myself, but I'm just humming, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because for me, like I need to physically be doing something, and I know I need something to do, so I'll just hum.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that. But anyway, it's just I just gotta get like the voices quiet. Like as Nero said, I'm physically worn down. I'm getting that somatic reactions where like it's more. I know Nero always talks about like my back and like my skin to break out too, and especially like skin on one side of my face. It's so weird. It's just one side of my face, and the other side would be like pristine, or it looks pristine because the other side is losing this cot picking mind. So I don't know. And it's getting to the point now where I haven't been in a long time. Like, I feel just really unemotional. Like, I know, like, I got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm just like, yep, all set. I feel how I think Desi felt for that month with us. Unemotionally attached.
Another thing that
he's just here so he's not fired.
Another thing I do is watch comedies. Like, Nayambi, when she gets sad and shit, she watch more sad and negative stuff. Me, when I'm going through some shit, I just watch comedies. Like, even if I'm not laughing, just the act of, like, I need to be brightened. My mood need to be brightened. And watching comedies for the laugh. So, occasionally, I might get a ha-ha or two out of a joke.
Yeah, a hee-hee-ho. No, I be watching, I be like,
Meanwhile, Naomi watching psychological thrillers on Lifetime or Sad Mothers or some shit on Lifetime. So what the hell are you doing?
You silly. But I'm working through it, y'all. I don't have no solution. Y'all send me your recommendations of your best ways to practice self-care in non-traditional formats, or just what other ways y'all do it, because I think I need to just get there, right? You know, I think also I'm just tired. Like I'm sick of this shit. Like I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
To the point, like even when folks call me, I'm like, Jesus, stick on the phone. Lord, let me pick up this phone so folks don't be worried. Neil, what's going on with you?
I'm still sick.
Oh,
I think you're sick too.
I'm not sick.
Yeah, you are.
I'm healed.
You was just coughing.
Cause you probably keep reinfecting me. But I'm done taking medicine. I'm healed.
All because you say you done taking medicine don't mean you ain't still sick.
Oh, okay, I'm healed.
That reminds me of somebody, mama, that said they had diabetes and they said they prayed it away. And she ain't have it no more.
Well, I'm
fucked
healed.
Around and went into a diabetic coma 2 weeks later.
I'm healed and I'm all set.
Well, I'm still a little sick.
You need to go to the doctor.
I've been to the doctor. They won't give me no medicine. I've actually been twice. And they won't give me medicine. They won't give me antibiotics. They say you just got to keep taking this Mucinex.
Break it up.
Well, it's not working. So doing that, and then, you know, we also in the midst of moving.
Oh, my goodness. Again. How many times we going to say we done moved?
You know, so, you know, going through that, and that's a battle in itself. So eventually,
The battle is not yours. It's the Lord.
So, you know, going on, other than that, you know, just interviews upon interviews upon interviews. You know, motherfuckers just been reaching out to me via LinkedIn and be like, hey, Nero, would you like to,
you want to roll?
You want to talk?
Is you rolling?
So,
you rolling?
Like today, or when y'all hear this, I've had 3 phone interviews today. So, you know, they kind of feel good. But so, you know, it's a lot of fires in the pot or whatever to say. A lot of irons in the fire.
You just waiting to hear on that one, though.
But still waiting to hear an offer. Like, shit, I'll keep talking to people. I ain't got no offer yet. So,
yeah.
But the thing is, you know, it's in the neighborhood.
The processes take a little longer out here than I would say. Not as long as academia, but I think the thing about academia, it takes longer, but you're very aware of where you're at in the process. Here, it takes long, not as long as academia, but you don't know what's going on, why, right? Because it's everything from, well, somebody didn't get your feedback, to the person that's out the country.
Right. So.
Till we going to put the search on hold, but you are number one candidate. Like, well, which one?
Right. So it's a lot of things. So, you know, I'm actually, think next week is, Friday will be, or tomorrow, or whenever y'all listen to this, it'll be 1 week from interviews from last week. So I'm going to start doing some follow-ups and some emails just to say, hey, still here.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Still interested.
Yeah.
Where I'm at.
Yeah. And I was even telling Niram, like, a week is not horrible. A week is not like a hard... That's pretty common. I think a follow-up from, like, phone to, like, bring it on site, you can get a call back or next steps anywhere between, like, 48 hours to 2 weeks is still a respectful time frame.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I agree. But it's like, you know, cat, dog, mouse.
Say something.
Say something. Give me a heads up.
Yeah.
So I think that's more or less the thing. And also for myself, like, just to keep up, because, you know, I'm having so many phone interviews.
Yeah.
To figure out, like, what's the next step or going to the next step, that, hell, just for me to even remember, like, oh, I talked to y'all.
Yeah. Hello.
What's going on? Like, for me to be, you know, close out some of these things that's going on either in my mind or in my inbox to say, oh, I talked to y'all last week. Hello. For example, a temp agency called me, and it was for a company that I've already interviewed twice. And, you know, sort of different position. And I was like, I just want to be straight up. Like, I interviewed with this company, and I'm still waiting to hear back from them. And they was like, oh, you got an offer yet? And I was like, no.
Shut up. Shut up, bitch, swallow.
Well, we're going to put your name down.
Thank you.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
And I said, well, I just want to let you know.
They don't care, honey.
That if the initial job I'm interviewing come through.
Like, and even if I take this job and then they offer me I'm quitting this.
I'm quitting this. just to let you know.
I need you.
And the company was like,
do what you got to do.
Can you do the job?
They said, do what you got to do. But the person on the other end is saying, you know what? What my job is to do is get this filled at this moment.
Mm-hmm. So, that's what's going on. But, hopefully next week I can get back to normal because I'm definitely on the mend, but it's taking a lot longer than I expected. It's almost like I did have the flu. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, went there, it's like, well, it's not flu season. So
you might have had the flu. That might have been what's up because we were on the plane and stuff and Disney. Jesus, if you gave me the flu and the bitch still went to work, oh no.
So that's the thing, and it's like, well, you might have the flu, but it's not flu season, so we're not going to test you. And I was like, well, don't you think you should test me? Mm-hmm. So he's like, he left out the office, and it's like, well, let me go check. And he came back, and he's like, well, we don't even have the flu, like the swabs swab you. And it's like,
we don't have any of this.
And it's like, did you have a flu shot? And it's like, well, I said, well, earlier this year, I got influenza B.
Oh, you might have had the flu. I didn't even think about that, Nirams. You had the flu, my nigga.
So
we in here struggling with the flu.
Yeah. So, and I think that was crazy. And it's like, well, you might got the flu, but it's not flu season, so we don't have no flu shots, no Tamiflu, no nothing for you. You just gotta wait it out. And I'm thinking, niggas die from the flu. Shit. I could have died.
He looked at you and said, you healthy enough.
I could have died in a pool of mucus.
He said, you're healthy enough.
No more podcasts. RRP.
And we be hollering.
I don't know how the hell Nyambi's going to get the word out.
Who you telling? I have to start from word of mouth from y'all.
Shit.
I'm going to call and test the phone. I'm going to send emails to the people. I'm like, can you link to...
I don't know how the hell Nyambi going to get the word out.
I don't know either, honey.
I gave you passwords, but I don't even know if you know them.
I mean, as long as it's in the email, I guess we'd be okay.
Jesus, but yeah, that's what's going on. We got some pillow talk.
Yeah, we got some pillow talk. Always. Like, let's jump on into this.
Mm-hmm.
First, let's start with foolishness.
Okay.
Faith Evans and Stevie J married.
Congratulations.
Is that real? Wait, am I starting a rumor?
No, it's on Breakfast Club right here.
What does that mean? Breakfast Club. I mean, they're not TMZ.
Well, let me check TMZ.
See if TMZ said it first. Did you ever find a Bobby Whitney poo poo?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a what's the name? He's like, I had to pull a doodle bubble out your ass.
A doodle what?
And it was big. Look.
What?
Oh, y'all can't hear it.
Oh.
He said I had to pull a doodle bubble out your ass.
What the hell? That's what I said.
A doodle bubble out of your butt.
What?
Okay. All right. He's tripping.
She said she about to shit right here.
She said she got a boo boo. It was too big.
She couldn't get it out. I had to help him. Let it work.
She just keep putting her hand up.
Put these fingers right here. Oh my God! My sister's going. That's love. That's love. That's love. Black love.
What? Okay, now that's enough. Why is there so much cussing?
I told you.
Why did Whitney even agree to do this reality show?
He had to pull a big ass doodle bubble out her
Here
ass.
come Whitney. That's love. That's black love. Blacks. We got to do better. The blacks. I'm not.
Is Stevie J out of jail? I thought he was in jail for like a year.
I don't know if he was in jail for a year. He was because he ain't paying no child support.
Yeah.
He probably chose to go to jail instead of play child. He got out, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Stevie J. I done got distracted. Stevie J and Faith
in Las
Evans.
Vegas.
Like, is it for a promo on Love and Hip Hop? I don't know which one are we at now. Atlanta's over that I didn't watch one episode of, and Niram consistently watched it.
I did.
Like Faith get with Stevie J. I gotta bring Faith to the front of the congregation because we got to talk about toxic relationships and self-worth.
Yeah,
because Stevie J got way too much shit going on. Like, I'd rather her see her with a Young Jock or something, right? Because Young Jock is on fuck shit, right? Mm-hmm. But he's not on the level of fuck shit that Stevie J is on, right? You never hear about Young Jock and his, like, even his other baby mothers, right? The real, air quote, women that he had relationships with. You don't ever hear them talking too crazy. You don't hear nothing about his kids coming crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he do stupid shit, like be playing with alpacas and shit.
Right.
But Stevie J, and don't get me wrong, I understand he's a charismatic bastard. Absolutely. But get the fuck out of here. Bye, Faith.
That's what they said.
Faith done messed up me buying her net CD.
It's going to be about her relationship with Stevie.
What is?
Her next CD.
Okay. And the thing is, probably them together and make a beautiful album. But I cannot condone badass behavior. No. I got to treat her like Desi. No. What do you think? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I get the pull, right? But I think Faith too old. What Faith about 45? In her mid 40s, and so is that fool. You're getting too old. I don't like old fools. I don't like, that's young and dumb shit. You can do that. You get a pass when you're young. But
yeah, they said they went ahead and got married Tuesday in a hotel room around 10:30 p.m.
In the hotel room?
Yeah.
Why in the hotel room?
I don't know.
Why?
The minister came through to make it happen.
Has there been any
Vegas.
comment from them in real life? Outside of social media, has anybody spotted them together? Like, because I know they had that video together when they was hugged up, but I just wasn't like a music video or something.
No, but Stevie J been trying to get at Faith for a minute.
Yes, but Stevie J been trying to get at every beautiful black woman he sees.
But see, you ain't see that being Stevie J. What is it called? Not being Stevie J.
That's being Bobby. Being Stevie J.
That's Stevie J with
confuse him with the king of what he used to call him, the king of hip hop or R&B.
I don't know.
The king of R&B. Don't you do that?
No. Whatever that TV show with him and his daughters on there.
Stevie J. It's his show. Yes, I understand.
But him and Faith was like trying to have a relationship on there.
In real, like, was
in
Faith
real
ever,
life, and Faith was on the TV show.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, was it
like
one of
in the
things?
bed with Stevie and shit, trying to have a pillow
Shut
talk?
the fuck up.
Yes.
Why ain't nobody tell me?
Because you didn't watch it.
I'm thinking, you know how they be faking it when Mona be having people on the phone and it'd be like blurry. It'd be like, hey, Faith. Hey, you. You be like, is that Faith? How you doing? I'm like, that's not Faith. Prove it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I thought it was. I didn't think she was her real face.
It's confirmed. I'm on TMZ.com.
Oh, it is confirmed.
Faith Evans and Stevie J married in Las Vegas.
Faith, I need a statement. I really want to buy your CD, but as of now, I can't until you release a statement. Faith is about to go on the same list as Kanye.
So her name is Faith J now.
Janae.
Faith Jordan.
Faith Jordan. Again, I get it. Stevie J falls in the category of being one of those toxic, charismatic type of niggas. I get it, right? He got the personality that you want to root for him and you want to do right. But his 45-year track record prove otherwise. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Come on, Faith. Why is Neil doing research while we're on the podcast? And I'm talking to my damn self.
You're not talking to yourself, baby?
Well,
that's going to be our next, for Monday's episode.
Faith and Stevie J.
Yeah.
The fuck is that? Did they have, like, has anybody else commented on this? What is Mimi? What does Mimi have to say?
Niggas got online and everything.
What did Mimi say? That's actually who I'm interested to see what she has to say. She probably just laughed and walked away. Because that would be my response.
I heard Jocelyn responded.
Oh, what? Duh. I'm talking about Mimi. What did Puerto Rican Princess say?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it now.
Oh, wait. She really responded out loud.
Yes.
Please hit play. What is that, Nero?
I don't know. This video too long.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back. We'll touch base back on it.
Jocelyn.
Response. Because the thing is, I know she said it out online and she put it in writing. Longhand. I'm sure she did a nice.
Oh, your girl, Wendy Williams, you said. Jocelyn Hernandez respond to reaction. There you go.
We'll dig into it, and Monday we'll report back.
Mimi and Stevie J respond to Jocelyn.
What is this whole world that's going? That's how you know I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
Because even when I seen it, I was like, why are they lying on Faith? And then this me, Faith too classy to even respond. I go to sleep and wake up, this bitch got a ring on. She like that friend that you love, and you be like, bitch, you really took him back, or you really with him?
Yeah.
Well, you just be confused. Well, I guess I'm trying to do better in my life. Congratulations to the happy couple. Next, a little bit more serious, Nero. Okay. You ready for this?
No.
Michelle Williams, I guess she admitted herself into a mental facility. Okay. I don't like to say it like that. What is a better word for mental facility? like rehab for the soul. Does that sound better?
Psychiatric.
Nope, that doesn't sound better. What? Anyway, she said she was depressed and she had a lot of shit going on and she needed some professional help. I say good for you, sis. That's what I said. We need a different word for it, right? Why do rehab sound lighter than going and get mentally stable, right? You, like niggas be on type all sniffing type coke and Elmer's glue. And it's like the rehab facility is called like something very calm, right? And this is what you do.
Shady Oaks or something.
Yeah, but when you going to get your mental together, it be something sound like you got to be in stirrups and strapped in.
Johnson Psychiatric Facility.
So, but like, you know, I'm all for doing what you got to do.
I'm all for a 72-hour.
Nigga, I feel like I'm about 3 days from one.
Shit. Let this flu don't act up. I'm going straight there and go check myself in too.
What you gonna say? I'm sick.
Yeah.
And when they start checking you in, talking about what's your symptoms? A cough? Oh yeah, he really do need help, honey. A cough.
What?
A lingering cough and mucus. Oh, okay.
Shit.
Sir, do you know where you're at?
I'm good for signing up for a 72-hour lockdown.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm happy for it. I wish more folks did it, especially us brown. More brown people, we all need a 72 hour release where we can just be where we need to be.
Look, no cell phone, no internet,
Nothing.
no computers, no responsibility.
You don't have to think about anything for 72 hours.
Right.
Like, I'm not sure what facility she went to, but I'm taking it as probably like an inpatient something. Right.
They feed you, you get 3 hots in the car.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about all that.
You know, somebody come talk to you.
Exactly.
You know,
rationalize shit for you, bring you back to earth,
Mm-hmm.
recenter it. I think, like I said, more of us might need it.
Maybe get you some meds or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Low key, high key, more of us probably do need to be on it. You know, I ain't the biggest proponent of taking different type of medicines, but some of us need to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us need some mood stabilizers.
Yeah.
Some of us need some blockers. Like some of us need, not everybody, but some of us do need it to stabilize or balance hormones. Like it's nothing wrong with that. And I wanted to talk about that just to bring it out front. That should be common conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be the outside of the box is like when you have someone like, oh, no one you know has ever suffered from mental illness. That means you the one. Like,
Right.
that should be so like, what do you mean? Like almost like, you know how people do cancer? Like everyone is touched by someone with care. Everyone is touched by someone with mental health, you know, difficulties or something. Mm-hmm. And if it's not, it's a problem. It's some dysfunction going on in your life if folks aren't admitting that type of stuff. So I actually wanted just to bring it forefront to say sometimes you got to go in. Sometimes you got to go in and sign on papers. And we ain't talking about divorce. Anything else about that, Nero?
No, you know, I'm happy for her. You know, more power to her, and I hope she get the help that she needs.
And y'all, if you need it, go ahead and check in. Ain't no wrong with it. Mm-hmm. Y'all, we went to see a couple movies too.
Yeah.
While we've been out. Sorry to bother you. I'm gonna let Niram take all of that.
What?
And I'll talk about Bobby and Whitney.
Well, spoiler alert, niggas. This is the time where you need to fast forward if you ain't.
Can you give a... No, you got to say it all. Yep, this is a spoiler alert. Y'all ready? We'll pause. Spoiler alert.
Pausing.
All right.
Y'all fast forward.
Go. Try like 2 minutes.
5, 4, 3,
Yes.
2. What the fuck is up with the horses? Mm-hmm. So, this is something before Nero and Nyambi spoils the movies. This is premium content we about to give y'all.
You silly.
So sorry to bother you. It seemed like it was just an up and cut movie about a nigga that was struggling. You think it's a comedy. This nigga get hired at a temp agency, almost like Nero. So I'm gonna sound like my life.
Come on.
Except for the
You stupid.
You know, nigga struggling, trying to find a job. He end up getting a job. Nigga was like, you know what? I don't care if you lied on your resume. All I need you to do is make these phone calls.
Yeah, because he lied on some good. I thought at first I was like, oh wow, he's a good worker. Then I'm like, that is a lot of shit for him to be here. And then he started going. He said, I don't give a fuck if you lie.
And the guy was like, that's interesting because I was the supervisor there and I do not remember you.
Fuck.
And then the other person, you put down your homeboy's phone number, the one that work here.
And then the person stupid enough to wave.
Yeah. So he get this job as a telemarketer. And they got this thing that says stick to the script. And he wasn't finding his way doing the shit. Tessa Thompson in there. She's like this artist type thing. So he finds his way, and then Mr. come.
What?
Mr. from Color Purple.
Oh, I'm like Mystica. Danny Glover.
Mr. from Color Purple
I thought you made it as a word, like Mystica.
And then he was like, yo, young blood, you need to put on your white voice.
Oh my God. I am living for old school, old Danny Glover. I am here for him.
And then he's like, what the fuck, what the hell you mean,
Yeah.
your white voice? Well, hello, sir. My name is Johnny, and I want to sell you something. Mm-mm. So he found his white voice and started coming up in the world. Meanwhile, there's this like backstory that's going along in the movie about people signing up for it. What it comes up to be is like slavery.
Thank you, Nero. Cut to the chase.
Like, I'm just cutting to the chase. Like it ended up being slavery, but they name it something else. Like, it's a job. We you come on, you sign this lifetime contract. We feed you. You got these bunk beds. You got wonderful gourmet meals, and you got as much work as you want. But you got to sign on for a lifetime contract.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like slavery.
Yeah, that sounds crazy to me. Like when it was lifetime. At first I thought it was like timed. Well, I guess if you time it, that's just what servitude.
Yeah. So that becomes like the undertone in the movie. That's like going on in the background. Like so, the news is talking about it. People are protesting and things of that sort. And then the two storylines converge. So dude becomes a power crawler, and he sells like all types of.
Was
like,
that Omari Hardwick?
Yeah, okay. that was Ghost.
With that, oh my God, that mustache changed his life.
That
Jesus.
mustache and that eye patch.
Oh my God, he went from like Ghost to like. I don't know, honey. I wanted to ghost him. He was creepy looking.
Yeah, that nigga was Ghost.
Yeah, he was. Go ahead. Sorry.
So you become a power crawler, you start selling like high price type of stuff.
Yeah.
So what they were selling was like the companies, that slavery company, I can't think of the name, but selling it to other clients to say, you need this. You need this slavery for your products and stuff, like it'll lower your cost and blah blah blah. So he was selling like slavery, guns,
and making money,
war shit, all types of stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then it gets trippy because he ended up getting invited.
This where I go to sleep.
To the guy who owns the slavery company. I can't even think of the damn company right now.
It doesn't even matter.
And
White
then,
rich boy. It almost gave me Silicon Valley realness.
So before you get there, this nigga on the come up. He done switched departments. Everybody said he didn't change. Meanwhile, the people he was working with starting this union.
Yes.
Trying to do that shit. His ass is like, I'm going to cheer y'all niggas on, but from the sidelines while I make this money.
They be like, fuck you a traitor, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know the story. Oh, and we ain't talking about his girl. What's her name? Tessa
Thompson.
Yeah, who's always being like this magical unicorn. So she's like this artistic girl, like black girl with rainbow hair. Mm-hmm. Like she like does this earrings line, and she's like kind of always half dressed, and that's just her energy. But in the movie, like not in real life. Go ahead.
So then he end up like he make his way up, and then the guy who owned the slavery company wants to meet him.
Yes.
And he's like, I got this proposal for you. I got this proposal for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, okay, what it is. So he get down there, he meet up with the guy, and he's like, well, like, won't you partake with us? And he's like, well, what the hell is this, right? And have him snort some shit. But at first, he wasn't on the drugs and that. So he's like, it's just pure Colombian cocaine.
Jesus.
Go ahead and, do a line with your boy.
That's not even white people. You reach a certain economic bracket where cocaine is equivalent to water. Mm-hmm. That's not a black-white thing. That is a social economic thing.
Yes.
When they be like, oh, it's just some cocaine.
So Lakeith do this thing. So he high out his mind, and then he's like, I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So he goes to this bathroom, and he high, he don't know what the hell going on, and it's like these horseman people.
I went to sleep. As soon as I seen this, I said, what the hell? Y'all heard Nerum right. What is it?
Horseman people.
And not even the horseman. Don't talk about the horseman. Talk about the horse penis that they laid across the screen, that the horse penis was 50 feet long.
And it was black men with horse head bodies and horse penises.
Oh my God. This is when Nyambi went to sleep. I couldn't tell y'all what happened after.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on now? So then the guy was like, you went to the wrong bathroom, you tripping, you high, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I got this proposal for you. He's like, I just want to leave. And he bring out this gun. And it's like, you need to listen to this proposal. And he pull out the video. And it's pretty much like how he's changing like the slave people to like these horseman people.
GMO people, nigga.
Yeah, to be like
GMO slaves.
GMO horseman people. And what he want him to do is to be the Malcolm X or the Martin Luther King of the horseman people, to like get them all rallied up and things of that sort. Because they said they need somebody who going to get them unionized.
Yeah.
And then he's like, during the video, he's like, well, in order to turn these horseman people, we're going to have them do a line of coke, or what they think is coke.
Yeah.
But it was something else. And then Lakeith freaks the fuck out. And it's like, well, what the fuck did I take? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, nah, you just had cocaine.
Colonizer.
So that don't come back up. But remember that. That nigga snorted that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I need to think about it, blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards, there's like a bunch of riots and all types of other fuck shit come along. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'm congested, honey.
Yeah.
I'm going to pray for him.
When I talk, I get congested.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then, fast forward to the end of the movie, Lakeith turned into a horseman nigga.
Okay, Nero. Thanks for bringing that full circle. It was just a lot.
It was a lot. The ending really fucked me up because it was like they was kidnapping niggas. There was riots. It was all this type of shit going on. And then Lakeith broke the horseman niggas out, and they came and started fucking niggas up.
It was
and
a
then Lakeith moved back in the house with his uncle and shit, and like him making out with Tessa Thompson and all this other shit. And then he hit his nose, and he turned around, and he turned into a horseman nigga too.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then they rode up to the house like, I don't.
And then they rode up to old dude's house
so
and whipped his ass.
Like, it was interesting until like the last 30 minutes. It's just too much for me. What do you call that? Like satire? Like, it's more than a satire.
I don't know, but it threw me the fuck off.
Like, it was interesting. Like, if you're into like indie films or like the juxtaposition of like the world, like it was very Animal Farm realness. I'm not thinking of the right word. Where it's like over the top satire type stuff. I can't think of the word, but that's exactly what that was. But Lakeith could have warned us. In none of his interviews, him or Ghost talked about no horse's penis.
Yeah.
No penises. It was no way, the other way they could have articulated that. Even if the folks snorted the coke, right? And they got like super, super effective, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that they could have did to just, like, isn't that steroids? No, or am I tripping?
It was something.
I don't know. But that was one of them. But go see it. Like, go support it. Just be in the right mental mind frame.
Right.
Because what fucked me up, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of horse penises. It really threw me the fuck
Yeah, like, this is not a movie that you go see with anyone over 45. Like, don't take your parents. Don't do any of that. You hear me? Or don't take, like, a family member who really is into the church. Because they're going to break down and just start praying in the middle of the movie. The second movie we went to go see was Whitney. Have y'all seen that Whitney movie? I won't give that one away because I think the community still want to see that. All I'm going to say is she was complicated, but she was a legend. And it was good shade in there. She was talking about Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson. You know, she was talking about, like, I think she was with her mama, Sissy, and talking about, well, you know, bitches don't be working as hard as me. You know, blank out ain't even singing. That bitch singing off beat. She done released the album and singing off beat. I was like, Jesus. Like, the shade was real. So if y'all looking for a good tea, I think I learned a little bit. It was some stuff in there that I didn't know. There was some stuff in there I wish they did down a little bit deeper about, but I thought it was good. I also thought it was something to be said about being the one with discretionary income in your family, because I think that's what Whitney was. I think she was the one with the even though she come from this family of legends and different singers and stuff, but some of the stuff that Whitney got into and started trickling down to early on, it seemed like a family member or somebody should have kind of snapped her back. But it looked almost too hard for them to kind of bring her back because she was providing for everyone. Yeah. Like, she's signing checks. And it was almost to the point where folks was scared that if we combat her, is she going to stop this check flowage?
Right.
Because a lot of folks was doing drugs. A lot of folks had expensive habits. Not expensive, expensive habits. And if you didn't stop that. So I thought that was something. Did you notice that theme or that dynamic? That was now the family ain't touch on it a lot, but that's just what I see.
Yes. One of her brothers touched on it. It was like, you know, so why y'all didn't stop Whitney from like this drug
So,
abuse
and
stuff.
you know, of course, when someone doing it for 20 years, but what happened to year one, right? Like what?
And they was like, because who's gonna tell somebody who's paying their bills you
Everything.
need to stop doing whatever?
Yeah, because you provide for that. Like,
Because it really showed like how when her father like started managing Whitney,
Yeah.
like he put everybody on the payroll.
Yeah.
And her brothers was like, well, shit, it was us that started doing coke.
Yeah.
And hell, we will put Bobby Brown ass under the table.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
amount of coke and shit we was doing.
absolutely. With the Bobby, but I can't be doing that, honey. He said, I got to go back to Boston. I can't be doing this. Like, it was just very, very interesting. And, you know, it also was heart wrenching. You know, the Ray, you know, they kind of relived the way that she passed away and brought up, you know, Bobby Christina passing away in a similar form. Like, it was some pain there, right? Like, it's just sad. Like, that's a theme for creatives. Like, it's like creatives live hard.
They do.
Like, it was just, she had a lot of hard ass living that was, whew, it was a lot. But it was a very good movie. I recommend y'all go see it. The music was sickening. Like, it made me put a Whitney Houston Pandora. Like, we forgot about the type of music that Whitney put out and how her voice was sickening.
Right.
Nerum, I think he Googled a little bit because I made a playlist on Spotify or Tidal, one of them. And one of the songs, remember, was driving, the national anthem came on?
Yeah, I said,
And it
what the
was
hell
Whitney
you doing?
Houston's. Y'all niggas, I ain't for all that you know, now we can't be doing it no more. But if go listen to Whitney Houston's rendition of the national anthem at the Super Bowl. When I tell you, sis should have released that as a single. It's sickening.
It
and they
was.
played it and everybody talked like, oh my God, like, as a black person, you know, the national anthem don't give us no fucking chills. We don't give a fuck. Like, but when Whitney said it, it meant
Right.
something. Like, and because what was we driving in the cable?
Yeah.
How it was like, burr, burr, burr.
Oh, see.
And he was like, is this
what
the national
fuck
anthem?
is that?
He was like, on your playlist? I think it came on like after a Beyonce song.
Right. Imagine ape shit come on and then afterwards,
Oh,
say, can you?
It was Whitney. Whitney's and Marvin Gaye's rendition of the national anthem is something to be marveled at. So I recommend y'all definitely check. I had to pick one. I'm going to say go with Whitney. Then if I had to pick the second one, I'm going to say sorry to bother you. But definitely go see Whitney. It was very interesting. They talked about a lot of subjects. Everything from her relationship with Robin, allegations of sexual assault, like a lot. And even with that brought to light, I was like, oh, that got a lot to do with, like, we got to talk about this more in community, like sexual assault within families, amongst women, right? I think a lot of times it's like the man on women type stuff, but it happens woman on woman, like cousins, you know,
Right.
interfamily sexual assault. Like, that's huge.
And they said names and everything.
They was saying names to the point where I started coughing in the theater. You know, I catch you so off guard.
Yeah.
When you just say names, like, you know, so it was very, very good, and I recommend you see. And Bobby in it, like, I thought it was gonna be one of them one-sided ones with only certain people in it. Everybody was in there.
It was.
Sissy, Bobby, Clive, Dave, everybody was in there, and everybody was telling their truth because you can see them tears, honey. Like, you can see when people ask a question where some people couldn't hold it back, right? It was raw.
It was.
It was very good. And it makes me sad that I was like, dang, we got to this point. Like,
Damn.
we had all these legends here. No one we couldn't get like a moment to just really ask them their viewpoint, right?
No.
Like, I even think back to Michael Jackson. Like, well, imagine what he would have to say.
Right.
Interesting. Alrighty. You got some more pillow talk for us, Nerum? Or we're going to hit the questions?
Let's add up to the 36 questions.
Alrighty. As y'all know, we were doing the 36 questions. We're almost done with it. So it looks like we're on 30, 31, and 32. The idea is that you ask these 36 questions when you're dating someone or just getting to know each other, and it kind of predicts how compatible you'll be. If you'll fall in love, you follow that with kind of gazing in each other's eyes. You know, it's supposed to get all those feelings going. And we were just kind of going down the list answering all of them. Alrighty. You want to go ahead and...
Yeah. When did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself?
Whew. I don't cry in front of people a lot. Even Nerum. Anyone, actually. I don't cry at funerals. I'm more likely to cry from a TV commercial or a movie than about something that personally happened to me. The last time I cried, maybe about a week ago. Alone in the bathroom.
Naomi do a lot of crying in the bathroom or in the closet. And she think I don't know. But she do
Did
the
you
same.
know I cried in the week?
Yes.
Oh.
But she do the same shit. Like Naomi runs the water.
Water. All
She
the time.
runs the bathroom water like that's gonna mask a sound for like her
Nerum thinks I do it for him, but it's for
crocodile
me.
tears.
But it's for me. So that was the last time that I cried, I think. And it wasn't out of anything that happened to me or being hurt. Like, I shouldn't say hurt. It was out of a feeling like immobile. Like, it was out of a feeling of not having a voice. It was out of a feeling of things being like out of my control. Like, I feel like things were happening to me, and I just didn't appreciate it. And I didn't have an outlet. And that was the only way. What about you, Niram?
I don't know. It had to be a couple of years ago.
Niram, you've cried this year. What do you mean a couple years ago?
I ain't cried this year.
Okay.
We're not crying this year.
Okay. You speak your truth.
You know what time?
You speak your truth.
You know what time? Last time I cried was when we both lost our jobs.
Yeah. That was the time you cried. Even a little, like, even misty-eyed.
That's
This is me.
time.
Last week.
You did you last week, but yeah, I'm a stoic motherfucker.
I'm pretty stoic, too. You don't think I am?
Yeah, until you go in the bathroom and run the water.
Yeah.
I said, how long is she going to wash her hands?
Oh, I'm clean. That's why I don't got the flu when you do.
Whatever.
But yeah, when was the last time you cried?
We both lost our jobs.
How did that go, Niram?
And I was calling you and let you know that they told me to take my ass home. And it's like, and then, you know, when you on the phone with somebody in the car, it make that car noise.
Yeah.
And it's like, you in the car. What you doing?
Yeah.
I'm driving home. Why? Because.
Yeah.
And then we just got home at the same time and then sat on the couch and just looked at each other.
Yep. And just cried.
Yep. That was the last time I cried.
Got you. Have you felt the need to have a release or no? Crying is not therapeutic. It's not soul washing. That's what some people call crying. Soul washing.
No, it's not soul watching for me.
What is it?
You know, it's a little release, but I use other things as a release that it is very rarely that I need to cry for a release.
Yeah.
Like me running or me exercising or me playing a video game or going to the gun range and shooting shit. Like that becomes more a release for me than like crying.
Gotcha. Sometimes crying helps me. Sometimes it makes it worse. I ain't gonna lie. When I be crying, sometimes when a tear come out, I'm like, oh shit, this burn. I don't want to do this no more. Anywho. Alrighty, what's the next question?
This one, tell your partner about something that you like about them.
Oh, Near. Oh, was you not gonna? I didn't know if that was shade or what.
Well, no, I was waiting on you. Cause I asked the question last time and you went, so I figured that was
well, you know, we've been out of the groove. It's gonna take us a minute to get back in the groove. Something I admire about you is how authentic you are. You are authentic to you by any means necessary. You are relentlessly authentic. If people, they can like it, they can not like it. It can be family, friends, jobs, co-workers, anything. It does not matter. You're going to catch the same Niram on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, good day, bad day. It does not matter. You're authentically you. And I think a lot of people strive to be that. And I think some people are confused about that about you. So if Niram tells you how you feel, it's not a suggestion. It is what it is. So if you get on his bad side, I don't know. I mean, I think eventually you can get there, but he's not going to let you forget where you were. And like, he's completely okay. Like, oh, this is just where we stand. Period. I'm like, well, can we talk about it? He's like, really nothing to talk about, but if you would like to, let's do it. So I admire that.
As much as it gets on my nerves,
You said who?
I like how driven, focused, and organized that you are.
Oh, really? Allegedly.
Yeah, you know, I think it's something that I, you know, being a creative and enjoying this organization, like it's something to marvel at. Somebody who is organized and driven in such a way that they can like plot out things like A, B, and C, and like really be thoughtful about it. Maybe that's what I'm like, the thoughtfulness of it. Like whenever I do something, it's really always like based off feeling, and it's really hard for me to like stop and think like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and before I do that, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. But for Nyambi, like, she's like Rain Man. Like, you know that meme with the numbers and the calculations be up? I feel like that's Nyambi all day, every day.
What?
And it's something to marvel at because it's like, damn, nigga, you really got your shit together. I'm over here doing this shit by feeling.
But I think that's what's hurting me now, though. Right? Because I'm trying to think analytically. I'm trying to move forward in logic. And it ain't about all that, right? You know, I got to process emotion, feeling, current, and my authentic feeling and self. So
that's why I say as much as it. Sometimes I get someone else.
Yeah, Mr. Nudge.
But it's something that I really, marvel.
Thank you, baby. What's our next question?
And then what if
what
any,
the hell?
Well,
I thought Neil, listen, Neil, I'm back. Look, we all back. I'm thinking he trying to get a comment out. He trying to read a sentence.
No, because it's like a whole bunch of comments and shit. It's like, what, comma, if anything, comma, is too serious.
Grammar.
What, comma, if anything, comma, is too serious to be joked about?
Nothing. That's Nyambi's answer. I can never take myself too serious not to be joked about.
These jokes.
Yeah, anybody can get these jokes in. Now, I would say timing of things, right? Some painful things you should wait, right? Because I do believe time does heal all wounds, but ain't nothing safe, B. You know how black people don't you be talking about my mama. Right. Sometimes your mama funny looking.
She is.
Wait.
And she got a big booty.
Oh my God. Well, that can't even happen in my family because we're going to tell you. So I believe nothing. I think it's more about timing for me. Like a little bit. I try to be truthful in timing, but nothing's off base.
Yeah, I agree.
Weight, death. We still have now my family's going to transition to we kind of joke about things so fast. Like we'll laugh about my grandmother and stuff who passed away. Before I don't think we would tell these type of jokes, but now it's funny. Like one of the things I think me and Nia and sometimes my cousins we laugh about it. Like my grandmother always said, because she had Alzheimer's, so she kind of knew she was getting sicker. You know what I'm about to say? What? When she was talking about because as a family we was trying to be more progressive, right? Sometimes black folks we mourn good and we do death it is an action, right? But I don't think we do the preparatory precautions, right? We have all these pomps and circumstances and rituals and ceremonies, and I get it and I respect it, right? I participate in it. But shit, wouldn't that be a little easier for the family if you as the person, if you have the money, time, and resources to plan some of that stuff?
Yeah.
Or these.
What?
So meaning to have, even if you don't plan it, right, at least have the conversation with your family to say, these are where my finances are and these are the things that are here. If I would, when I pass away, I would like to be cremated, flowers. You just have, even if you don't plan it, right? I'm not saying you got to do a Nayam because that's what I'm doing for my kids and go for, and line it all up for you. You need to actually say something. So all that to say, I remember when my grandmother was passed away, and we went to somebody, and family who listens remind me of this. Somebody had a funeral. And we was talking about it, and you know how black folks, ooh, that was beautiful. That was just beautiful. And I could see my grandma kind of cutting her eyes and not really saying anything. And then, at the end, I was like, well, what you thought about it, Grandma? I mean, I liked everything about it, baby. Everything was beautiful. But one thing, I just got one request. And we was like, what? She's like, when I pass away, please don't get me no white casket and put me up in there and just put me on display. And we was like, what? What do you mean a white casket? She said, because the person had a white casket. He said, because so-and-so sat up there, just looked like they was sitting in a damn refrigerator. I just don't do that shit for me. So I was just and I think that's an example that we now crack up as, right? In that moment, right? When we at the funeral home, we not about to crack and be like, no white caskets, because she don't want to be in there like a refrigerator, right? But I think now at the space that we're in, now that we're healing and, working through our grief process, I don't think grief process never stops. But now that we're getting a little bit more comfortable in our grief, we laugh about stuff like that all the time. Niram, was you in on that joke?
Yeah, I was there.
When she was like,
don't put me in a fucking refrigerator.
And we was like, what?
Where'd she get that from?
Because that person passed away. and then as soon as she said it, I flashed back to the wake. And he did look like he was in the refrigerator.
Oh, shit.
I said, he did look like he was sitting up in a deep freezer. That's what she said. In a deep don't put me in a deep freezer.
Don't you put me in no damn deep freezer. And then Grandma had that pink casket. I said, Grandma, you not in no deep freezer. And who was up there? Somebody was there.
Yeah.
Who was there? Nia?
Yeah, somebody.
It had to be Nia.
Yeah. And no freezer for you. Right. So I think stuff like that, you have to. also I think it comes back to culturally and how we were raised. And one of my core philosophies is like laughter really heals. So I try to have laughter all in my life. So ain't nothing off base. Y'all can tease us about this, the podcast, the way I talk, I sound. I think timing is what's the integral piece, right? That's all comedy, right? Comedy's about timing, but anything can get talked about.
Yeah, because hell, I was thinking about that my aunt's funeral when
oh my God,
they played her voice from, the ceiling.
As soon as Niram told me, I cracked up.
What the fuck?
Oh my God. No.
And then my mama fainted, my sister, and she fainted. And I said, "What the fuck is going on?"
Like that.
And then I'm like holding my mama up while she fainting and stuff, and people coming over, ooh, and fanning and shit. And my cousins rolling their eyes, talking about I can't grieve. I was afterwards when I came home, I laughed my ass off.
I know we was cracking up for a minute. We was cracking because I think I would have been nervous. It's something. I think that's a request I'm gonna put in at my funeral. Don't play no voiceovers of me. Like maybe at the wake, or if y'all at the house and y'all playing some videos on the background, you playing some Instagram thotty, you playing some Black Love live shows, fine. But at the actual funeral, actually, I think I want to be cremated, but still, it's not necessary for Nyambi voices to come from the ceiling like that.
It came from the heavens.
It's just something, and no matter what you believe, it's just something about that that's a little. And you know, with technology, it's just going to get fucking worse.
It's going to get worse and worse
with Black people. With this technology, funerals are about to get worse and worse. Like,
we're
all going to need therapy. They're going to have to be an on-site psychiatrist.
I got an idea how mine's going to be.
What is yours?
Because I want to be made into diamonds, so it's going to be me with a video of diamonds, and it's going to be 3 diamonds, and say, y'all see these 3 diamonds? This is me.
Oh my God.
And I want you to wear them proudly.
Jesus.
On my birthday.
No.
You ain't got to wear them every day, but on my birthday, I want you to put on these canary yellow diamonds.
Niram already know he has to clarify this. Like, I respect however he would like to be put away. That's even transitioned. But Niram's like, oh, I'm gonna get the jewelry. I said, okay, that's nice. He's like, you gonna wear it? I said, is it gonna be in the wheel?
I want to be made into canary yellow diamonds, and the only way y'all gonna get my money is that y'all wear it on my birthday, and y'all got to go to the lawyer every year on my birthday wearing my canary yellow diamonds. Because
I'm not for the shit. I told Niram
to get your check for the next year.
Niram was like, well, if you don't wear it every day, where you gonna put it? I said, in the best safe deposit box money can buy.
I want to be paid. I want to be put in no safe deposit box. I want to be put out, displayed.
That's what I said. What you want me to do with it? I'm gonna wear it, nigga. Bye.
Yes.
No, I'm not. Daily?
Yes.
No, I'm not doing that. But I could do it for birthdays and anniversaries. But I'm not wearing it daily. That sounds like no, thank you. I think I'm okay with being cremated, and then you can just take me somewhere.
And then if you get a new nigga and y'all get married,
he gotta wear a brooch, or he gotta wear something too.
I want you to break them diamonds up and put it in his band.
Oh my God, his wedding band.
Yes.
Jesus. You stupid. See, that's why Niram played too much. That's why I tell him he got to clarify. Because I wouldn't even get made to we almost done here.
I know.
I wouldn't even get it made to something wearable, right? I have something that's just on display. Like the, what was that in Titanic? Mm-hmm. The Earth Crystal, what's it called?
Yeah, whatever that
Do you know what I'm talking about with that old white lady, that blue rock?
Mm-hmm.
The sea, ocean, diamond, whatever it is. I'd be like, there go Niram. When I get my new man, I put it away.
Shit.
I put it away in the cabinetry. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. That's got a real name. Remember the old school Black women used to have them. It used to be a whole clear glass cabinet with just a bunch of plates and Princess House shit that no one could touch or use.
I want my diamonds on display like Ocean's
Cheerio?
11.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Cheerio? All older Black women had it.
Oh.
And it'd get dusty, and then you had to dust it.
You got dusted off.
And it got glass. Did your mama have one, or your family?
Yeah, she did.
My mama's got glasses in it, plates, like I said, Princess House stuff. Y'all remember Princess House? It was like the high class Tupperware party. Mm-hmm. And what else? Annie Lee, like some of them little characters. Uh-huh. I don't know what they're called. And some Black Angels. Mm. I used to hate. She'd be like, "Go clean." I said, "I don't want to touch nothing in here," because if anything falls and collapses, it was like an old Black woman's art gallery. Mm-mm-mm. Did your mama have one, or no? Anyone in your family?
Yeah, she had one that was in the basement.
In the basement, mm-hmm. And they have a little light on it.
Yeah.
And usually for the holidays, they turn the light on so you can see.
That's where our plates came from.
Oh, y'all niggas ate off of it. Oh, I still don't think I've ate off any of my mother's plates. Maybe that should be my goal when I go home. When she asks me what I want as a gift. I'm gonna just look at my mom still got it. I'm gonna just look at the Cheerio and be like, I will eat off every dish in there. I want to eat off every dish and every glass in there. I would like. And she'd be like, it's so many. We got mini meals and snacks.
Right.
I'm gonna just put her favorite. I'm gonna just put some bacon on a little plate. Alrighty, Miriam. I know we got we usually do like the kitchen table talk. We'll push that to Monday though, so we can start fresh. Mm-hmm. But you want to close us on out?
Yeah.
Did we have any? We didn't have any.
No, we ain't had no emails. We ain't had no voicemails.
Oh, look! Ain't nobody come see it. Now you Kanye West.
Ain't nobody sending no 5-star reviews.
Ain't nobody come see about Nero.
Ain't nobody come see about me. I just
dog.
I just got one email talking about where y'all niggas at.
Well, we back now, and the hope is that we're just going to get better and better.
Yep. So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. Y'all know the website. Y'all go on down over there. Go on. Get. Oh. We also got that SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, 5-star reviews, and we got that voicemail 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.